Rural fire crews fear the state's network of frontline resources could collapse if the government goes ahead with a raft of changes. Volunteers say the new measures would mean a loss of vital funds and their independence.
Queensland's Rural Fire Service is the biggest in the country and largely runs on the goodwill of volunteers. Most of the 35,000 members are worried about future changes to the service, as outlined in Keelty's recently released Police and Emergency Services Review.
Queensland's going to burn, I tell you.
One proposal could see a restructure of the funding model for operational costs. Instead of local councils collecting levies from landholders, the state government could be in charge of collecting and redistributing funds.
We won't get anything out of that. All the money is going from here down to Brisbane and none of it will stay up here.
In a statement, Minister Jack Dempsey says the state government is replacing 25% more rural fire vehicles than last year and will continue to provide funding for trucks and protective gear.
They still have to pay and fundraise for their power, their water, their fuel, for their trucks, the maintenance of their trucks, stations.
There's also a suggestion to align rural fire boundaries to match police districts, but some say that could be a disaster. Last year, a similar report by North Queensland MP Ted Malone took suggestions from about 1,000 fire volunteers. The RFS says those recommendations have been abandoned.
Now we find that they're completely tearing it up and starting again and putting us back further from where we were before.
Another likely move could see the 7 current fire communication hubs centralised to 2, one in Brisbane and a backup in Townsville.
It won't work. You can't expect people in Brisbane to know the area up here.
Brigade leaders say the uncertainty is a blow to the morale of thousands of volunteers, especially during fire season. Representatives are scheduled to meet the minister here in Brisbane tomorrow in the hopes of reaching a speedy solution. Josh Bavis, ABC News.